Hello everyone and welcome back to another awesome video here with me, the Desert Penguin. Today we're going to be going into a mod known as Animania. It is one of my favorite mods. One, because I really enjoy farming in Minecraft and I've always found it lackluster. Two, because it's amazing, and you will find out why. So this video will be a part of a small series of videos on Animania because if I tried to fit it all in one video, it would not work unless the video was like an hour long, and I don't have time to do that. So and there's so many animals and all sorts of creatures to explore with this mod. But today we're going to be going into cows because those are probably the best animal you can have. So let's begin. And let's start explaining. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need when you're starting your farms is a trough. For almost every animal eats from a trough. Except, of course, my birds who keep interrupting this video. Will you two shut up? Okay, so you're going to need a trough, which is crafted with 1 iron, 2 sticks, and 4 planks. Trough and then a water source. Cows, as you can see, they will drink from water. This is a goat, and I don't know why it's in this pen. How did you even get in here? And they also are speedy fast when you hit them. Okay, so cows will drink from here. They will eat. Oh, you're hungry. Hold on. Actually, we'll get to you. Okay, so they will eat from troughs. You put wheat in the troughs. Just right-click it with a wheat. Of course, if you're in survival, you'll need more than 1 wheat. So let's just refill the Angus Cow's wheat. As you can see, they numb it up. And if you feed a cow directly, you get hearts and stuff. And just letting you know, this mod has genders. So you can't find 2 random cows in the world. Go bring them back to your home, shove them in a tiny hole, and throw wheat at them and have them make babies that you then drown in lava. So yeah, you need to actually build a semi-farm thing. I did find a way to automatically restore these troughs with food, but I will explain that later. So let's start off with probably my favorite cow, just because I like it, the Angus Cow, or Angus Cow and Angus Bull. Yes, so these cows are pretty nice. If you do attack them, all cows, if you attack them, they will attack you, unlike normal things, they just run away. But another thing to take into consideration is the happiness of your cows. You're not gonna want a tiny pen like I had made for these guys here, but for sake of time, I built tiny ones. So another thing to take into consideration is food and water locations. They do like water in troughs, but of course that you have to manually refill that. I always just make an infinite water source on the ground and have them drink from that. Sorry, my voice is really scratchy. But other than that, cows pretty much give them a nice pen, water, food, and yeah. But okay, so drops. The Angus Cow drops are normal vanilla milk, and you can only milk a cow, not a bull, and you can only milk her after she has given birth to a child or a calf there, and then it takes a little bit of cooldown time. Also, they drop 1 to 4 raw prime beef unless killed with fire. What are you guys even doing? They're just sitting there on their perch and yipping at each other. Not nipping, yipping. And 1 leather. They will yes. And also, something to note that they will drop more if they are happy. And you can tell if they're happy by the well-fed under their name. If they have well-fed, then you know they're happy. If they have anything else like thirsty or hungry, they're not happy. So if they are very happy, they will drop more, possibly. Next cow. Frisian, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. These cows are more of the common cow you'd think of if, I don't know, a child thought of a cow. I will be right back. Moving on to Frisian cows. Frisian cows are, again, another good cow to have. Also one of my favorites because of the coloring. The white and the brown is kind of the coloring of a cow you'd normally think of. If someone would think of a cow, if it's just sort of a cow stereotype, I guess that you could say. The bulls and the horns, I really like the look of that. Because the Angus actually don't have much horn. But the Frisian, same with the Angus, they have the happiness and they eat the same food. Oh, something to mention is cows will actually eat poppies. If you put them on the ground, or if you just feed it to them, they will eat the poppies. So you can also feed it to them. So if you just put it on the ground. So we'll just see. There are currently 2 there, and we'll come back to the end of the video, see if they ate any. So Frisian, same as Angus in behavior and stuff. They just act like normal cows. So they also eat from the troughs and from a man-made pond. They actually, after what they give birth, they actually the cow at least you get Frisian milk, which is not vanilla milk. It still acts in the same. No, it actually I was wrong. It doesn't act in the same way. Okay, that was unexpected. Okay, well, yeah, Frisian milk is much different. It's actually flowable liquid. But one of the main reasons these cows give different milk is you can actually put this milk in a cheese mold. And as you can see, there's progress if you have Hoila. Hoila is like a definite need for this mod. So as you can see, it will begin the progress C1. It takes a while because it's cheese, but after that, it's pretty much like a cake. You can set it down and eat it. It's pretty nutritious. So other than that, they also drop the normal prime beef and leather. And same drop values of 1 to 4 of prime beef and 1 leather unless happy. Now mushrooms. Mushrooms are a definite good cow to have. In my eyes. You should probably be given some. Yeah. And if they say breedable in the yellow letters above their name, if you feed them wheat, they will actually breed. And that's how you get the babies. That works for all chickens. Oh, sorry, not all chickens, all cows. Oh, hello there, little chicken, Leghorn Rooster. Next episode, we will be going over chickens. Okay, mushroom cows. Pretty much the exact same as the Frisian and the Angus in the behavior and drops, except mushrooms has a couple others. Well, also they're only found in mushroom biomes. They drop in. They are if you milk them after birth. They do mushroom stew. I believe you have to milk them with a bowl. And the normal 1 to 4 prime beef, 1 leather, and 1 to 2 mushrooms is their drop rate for those. What are you doing? Is your head disappearing? No, it's not. Okay. Next is the Hereford cow. Go away! I don't need you here, disrupting my showcase area. Hereford cows, they sort of look like this. They're more of a brown and spots of white, as you can see. The horns are different, and yeah, so these ones seem to be happy. Wow, Zoe and Thorn today are loud. They only drop normal milk when you milk them after birth, so they're not that useful. Raw prime beef and leather. Then next is the Texas Longhorn Cow. Even though it doesn't say Texas Longhorn on the wiki, it actually says Texas Longhorn. But I don't know why it doesn't say it on the spawn aid or anywhere here. So we have the Longhorns. As you can tell by their name, they have long horns. Even the females. These guys seem to be happy. They drop normal vanilla milk. raw prime 1 to 4 prime beef, and 1 leather, more of happiness. Then we also have the Highland cow, Scottish Highland, I mean. These are a really cool cow. I would definitely want these on my farm. Sort of the same stuff. How are there so many goats in here? But yeah, they do the same out of the troughs, and so do the Longhorns. They do vanilla milk, 1 to 4 prime beef, and 1 leather. Then we have the Jersey cows. They drop Jersey milk bucket, can also be made into cheese. 1 to 4 raw prime beef, and 1 leather. I'm less happy. And finally, we have the Esteem Cow. This cow is, again, sort of the black. It's sort of black and white instead of the Frisian brown and white. But this one drops Holstein milk, or milk, you milk it, 1 to 4 prime beef, and 1 leather. So, those are all the different types of cows in the game. Yeah, I think all of them are cool. So far, these guys haven't eaten any poppies, but they do eat them. Trust me, you can hand feed them, or they'll literally eat them off the ground. And this cheese mold will eventually create cheese. And for the sake of it, we're just gonna get some cheese wheel. You can set it on the ground or eat it there. But I'm in game mode survival. Let's see. Effect TDP with hunger. How about hunger bunch? Okay, well, eventually I'll get hungry and we'll go over that, but there are some other things we should go over. First of all is one of them I want to do is the auto feeding system I came up with. So all you're gonna need for that is 1 dispenser, 1 comparator, and 1 redstone torch, and some repeaters and redstone. Will you two be quiet? Wow, they're never this loud. Okay, so what you can do is you grab a trough, you put it on the ground, and then next to it or behind it you place a comparator. And then also you place a dispenser facing into the trough. We can actually get out of... No, not spectator. No! There we go. Game mode survival. Okay. So then behind the... Actually, it's best if you put the comparator on the side. I've noticed it's a bit finicky if you don't. So you put the comparator on the side, then a redstone leading out of it. But you're also going to need at least 3 wheat to start with. Wheat. No. And currently, so yeah, we got 3 wheat, and we just put them in the trough, and you see the comparator will light up. So it's the same as a chest for detecting how many items are in there. So then you're going to need to go out until you get down to 2 power, so that that depends on how big of a space you have. So you just keep going, and Hawaii will actually tell you the power of the redstone. Okay, so now down to 2 power. If we dig up this block, 1 power. So now actually we're going to need a second block. And how this works, and right here, so that your whole setup should end up looking like this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 redstone dust surrounding this out of a comparator, and then up onto 2 blocks, and then that block ends like this. And then you place the redstone torch right here. So make sure it turns off. If it doesn't turn off, then something is wrong and you'll just have to look at this again. But then what you can do is you can go get more wheat and you can fill your dispenser up with it. And when you take a wheat out of this trough, another wheat will be dispensed into it. And that is an auto feeding system I came up with, so you don't actually have to refill these troughs. Now, I haven't actually tried this with water yet, but let's actually just do that quick. So if we were to fill this, and we were also to put one here, if I took the water out of here with an empty bucket, so that does work for water, but you'd have to have a bucket collection system right here, and also you'd only be able to put 9 buckets of water. And each time a cow drinks, it takes up all the water. So that's the main problem with having a water feeding system. So then after that, that is the last thing I need to show you guys for the cows. Actually, let's check. Yeah, the cheese wheel is still currently not done. 45%. It takes around 10 minutes, I believe. So thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good day listening to my Zoe and Thorin back there chirp my ears off. And goodbye. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next Animania video. Next one, chickens.